I'm going to talk about the media too, just like Ebony. Well, you were so right about our short attention span. I was so distracted by that picture you had over here in your video, and the big Afghan you had over here. I felt like I wanted to go home to my parents' basement. The media, Ebony. The thing you said about the media shaping our opinion got me, because here in Manila, every foreigner seems to be so scared of being kidnapped because of these Canadians that were kidnapped in the southern Philippines. Maybe you guys heard about it on the news. But the deal is, the guy was a mining executive, and the mining company in the south has a long reputation for paying off governors and mayors to get rights to an area. And then they'll hire private armies and push people off their land, push First Nations, like indigenous people, off their land, or just local homeowners off of their land in order that they can mine it. So the media wraps this whole thing up in fear and scaring people and blah, blah, blah. And then people don't understand the whole context of kidnapping in the Philippines. So there's a couple different kinds of kidnapping. There's probably more than a couple. Obviously, every situation is different. But there's a couple different kinds of kidnapping. So for one, like this recent one, there was 11 guys. They were heavily armed. They were on a boat. They took a long boat ride. They came there in the middle of the night. It seemed they had people targeted, especially considering the position of this one guy who was kidnapped as a Canadian mining executive. Then what I think is the other kind of kidnapping is totally random, opportunistic, generally people who are in huge need, very desperate, going to kidnap people who seem like an opportunity target. It's fast, it's not planned, it's generally not 11 guys or a large number of people. They run up, they grab somebody, they throw them in a van, they take off, you get a ransom note. Now, my point is, this current kidnapping does not seem to be something that is should cause fear in everyone else, because somebody was targeted. It's not going to happen to every other random white person in Manila because somebody's desperate for some money. And the media just perpetuate this, because the way they report makes everybody scared. Everybody doesn't quite know what's going on, and especially the area the kidnapping took place in. It's got such a bad reputation already because of misinformation. That's one of the most frustrating parts about our time as Christians serving here in Manila, is that the area I lived in, people think, wow, that's so scary. Not here in Metro Manila, but in the southern Philippines. Wow, that's so scary in Mindanao. But it's not. People assume that as soon as the plane lands there, you're going to get shot or bombed. But you're not. That's like the conflict is in such a small area. And so when I think of media, I think of the misinformation people have about where we live here, and I think about a trip I had to Haiti, where I was in Haiti, and I was talking to my parents on the phone one day, and it was 2003, I think. There was a revolution, and CNN was posting that there was like 100 people killed in Haiti in this revolution. Aristide was being ousted. It was a coup. And we drove through one city, I think it was called St. Mark, and there was like 100 dead people on the side of the road in one city, let alone, and that was a small city. That wasn't even Port-au-Prince or anything. So misinformation, media, I totally get that. I feel like this is a little intense. Sorry if it was too intense for you. But the misinformation and media thing that Ebony touched on, just it puts a thorn in me. I don't know, something about it. Hope the next one's a little bit more fun. We need to bounce around a little fun topic here, hey?